Faith and Courage, The Life and Legacy of Saint Hilary of Poitiers. Saint Hilary of Poitiers was an early church father, bishop of Poitiers, theologian, and doctor of the church who lived in the 4th century, born around c. 310 to 315 in Poitiers, Gaul, modern France, into a wealthy pagan family, died around 367 to 368 in Poitiers. Feast day, January 13th in most Western calendars. Canonization, pre-congregation, that is, recognized as a saint by the early church before the formal canonization processes were established. Life and conversion. Hilary was raised a pagan and educated in Greek learning and Neoplatonic philosophy, but as he studied scripture seriously, he converted to Christianity, reportedly influenced especially by the Gospel of John. He was baptized with his wife and daughter, and became known for his devotion and intellect. Bishop of Poitiers, in 353, despite being a layman at the time, Hilary was elected Bishop of Poitiers because of his reputation for holiness and learning. Defending orthodoxy, Hilary's episcopacy was dominated by the Arian controversy, a theological dispute about the nature of Christ. Arianism denied the full divinity of Jesus Christ, asserting that the Son was a created being. Hilary refused to condemn Saint Athanasius, a staunch defender of Nicene orthodoxy at a synod dominated by Arian sympathizers. For this, he was exiled 356 to 360 by Emperor Constantius II. Writings in exile. While in exile in Phrygia in modern Turkey, Hilary wrote key theological works against Arianism. De Trinitate, the first major Latin treatment of Trinitarian theology, explaining the equality of Father, Son, and Spirit. De Synodis, a theological defense of orthodox positions and critique of semi-Arian councils. These writings introduced Greek theological insight into Latin theology and strengthened the West's understanding of the Nicene faith. Return and continued leadership. After the death of Emperor Constantius in 361, Arian influence waned and Hilary was welcomed back to Poitiers, where he continued to uphold orthodoxy. He also helped depose the Arian bishop Saturninus of Arles, opposed the Arian bishop Auxentius of Milan, which contributed indirectly to the rise of St. Ambrose there, encouraged St. Martin of Tours to found one of the first monasteries in Gaul. What made Hilary a doctor of the Church? The title Doctor of the Church is given to saints whose writings or teachings offer timeless, important theological insights for the whole Church. For Hilary, this included Cologne, 1, outstanding theological writing, especially on the Trinity, shaping Western understanding of Christ's divinity. 2. Courageous defense of orthodoxy against political and theological pressure from emperors and church leaders. 3. Influential pastoral leadership as bishop. Pope Pius IX formally declared him a doctor of the Church in 1851, recognizing the enduring value of his teaching for the whole Catholic Church. Lessons from his life. Here are key spiritual and pastoral lessons from Hilary's life. Stand for truth courageously. Hilary risked exile and conflict rather than compromise on essential Christian doctrine. Use intellect for faith. He combined deep scholarship with devotion, showing how reason and faith enrich one another. Reconciliation with charity, even while firm in truth. He sought to guide those with imperfect understanding toward unity with orthodoxy. Faithfulness to pastoral duty. He remained committed to his flock and to nurturing future leaders like Saint Martin. Death and canonization. Death. Saint Hilary died around 367 to 368 in Poitiers after a life of teaching and pastoral leadership. Canonization. His sainthood was recognized before formal processes existed pre-congregation, and his cult grew naturally in the early church due to his holiness and influence. His title of Doctor of the Church was formally bestowed in 1851 by Pope Pius IX.